Your person finds your confidence incredibly attractive. It's magnetic in a way that both inspires and intimidates them. There's something about the way you carry yourself that commands quiet respect without you ever needing to say a word. You move with grace, purpose, and self-assurance, and it's something they've noticed for a long time. They admire the way you seem completely comfortable in your own skin, how you no longer look for validation from anyone, and how you've built yourself into someone powerful and unshakable. They secretly wish they could embody even a fraction of that strength. Though they would never let you know this, deep down they want to be more like you. Over time, they've watched you grow, silently, from the shadows. They've seen the many stages of your transformation, the highs and the lows, the times when you were misunderstood, hurt, or betrayed, and how you rose from it all stronger than ever. They remember when you used to tolerate things that didn't serve you, when you'd give your energy to people who didn't appreciate it. But something shifted. You stopped accepting less than you deserve. You stopped explaining yourself to those who couldn't see your worth. You walked away from chaos and reclaimed your peace. That change hasn't gone unnoticed. In fact, it's one of the things that intrigues them the most. They admire how you now move like a lone wolf, strong, self-sufficient, and fiercely independent. You seem to have found balance in your life, a beautiful harmony between your emotions and your logic, your strength and your softness. You no longer react to things the way you once did, instead, you respond with wisdom and calm. To them, that balance is incredibly appealing. It's the kind of maturity that can't be faked or forced. It comes only from growth, pain, and self-awareness, and you wear it like a crown. Your detachment has also caught their attention. You no longer seem chained to the same cycles or people that once held you back. You've freed yourself from emotional loops, from old versions of yourself that once sought approval or connection in unhealthy places. Now, you are detached, not cold, but selective. You choose peace over drama, solitude over shallow connections, and purpose over distraction. Ironically, this distance, this aura of mystery and self-containment, is what pulls them in even more. The more you focus on your own path, the more they find themselves drawn to you. In their heart, they feel a deep, almost magnetic pull toward you, something they can't logically explain. They find themselves thinking about you at odd times, feeling your presence even when you're not around. It's as if the universe keeps whispering reminders of you, nudging them to step forward. They are continuously receiving signs, through songs, dreams, coincidences, that seem to tell them to pursue what they truly desire. And what they desire most, right now, is you. They don't just want to admire you from afar anymore. They want to experience you in the physical world, to feel your energy, hear your voice, and look into your eyes. They want to see if the connection they've imagined could truly come to life. They feel as though something has shifted in both of your lives, like the timing might finally be aligning after so many missed chances. In their mind, the universe is clearing a path for the two of you to reconnect or meet again on new terms. Your transformation has made them reflect deeply on their own life. They're beginning to see how much they've changed, or, perhaps, how much they need to change. Where once they might have been caught in toxic patterns, fear, ego, avoidance, or control, they now recognize the damage those patterns caused. You've become a mirror for them, showing them what's possible when someone chooses healing over hurt, growth over stagnation. They can't deny that your evolution has inspired their own. They're realizing that if they want to have a place in your world, they have to rise to meet your energy. They feel like they finally deserve a chance with you, not because they think they're entitled to it, but because they've done, or are doing, the inner work to be better. They're no longer the same toxic person you might remember or the one they once were. They've faced their shadows, acknowledged their mistakes, and are learning to take accountability. There's a humility in the way they think about you now, a quiet understanding that to stand beside someone like you requires authenticity and growth. In truth, you've become something of a guiding light for them. Even without trying, you've taught them what strength really looks like, not loud or boastful, but grounded and self-assured. You've shown them that healing doesn't make a person cold, it makes them wise. And while they may never admit it out loud, they admire the way you turned your pain into power, your solitude into peace, and your silence into a weapon of clarity. They are eager to show you that they've changed. They want to approach you not as someone seeking validation, but as someone ready to stand beside you as an equal. They don't expect things to fall back into place overnight, but they hope for the chance to prove themselves, to show you that they've grown, that they've learned, and that they are capable of loving in a healthy, genuine way. In their eyes, you're more than just someone they desire, you've become a symbol of transformation and strength, the embodiment of what it means to evolve. Your confidence, independence, and emotional balance have awakened something within them. Whether or not they ever tell you, your energy has changed their perspective on love, on life, and on themselves. And though they may not fully understand it, they know one thing for sure: you've left an imprint on their soul that time alone cannot erase. I am a deeply sensitive person at heart, though I may not always show it on the surface. The truth is, I feel things intensely, words, silences, and moments linger in my heart far longer than they should. When we stop communicating, when our messages fade into nothingness, I feel a sharp pain inside, almost as if a part of me is missing. Every unread message, every call that doesn't come, reminds me of how much I miss hearing your voice and feeling that connection we once shared so effortlessly. I long for the days when our conversations flowed naturally, filled with warmth, laughter, and genuine care. Somewhere along the way, we built walls between us, walls made of misunderstandings, pride, and unspoken emotions. I truly believe that if we could open up to each other again, honestly and vulnerably, we could heal those cracks and rebuild something even stronger. You mean the world to me. There are no other words that can capture the depth of what I feel when I think about you. Yet, with that truth comes a painful realization: I have, in many ways, hurt the very person who brought light into my life. I can't deny that I messed things up. I let my fears, insecurities, and ego take control of my actions. Sometimes, when I sit alone and reflect, I feel an overwhelming sense of guilt, a kind of heaviness that never seems to leave my chest. I want to be free from that guilt, free from the insecurities that keep me trapped in my past mistakes. But freedom doesn't come easily. The things I did, the things I said, or didn't say, still haunt me like ghosts of my past. I find myself replaying moments over and over again, asking how I could have been so blind, so cruel, so careless with someone who gave me nothing but love. You are such a pure, kind, and loving soul. Everything about you radiates warmth and understanding. But I was broken, a wounded soul who didn't know how to love properly. I carried my pain like armor, always trying to protect myself from being hurt again, without realizing that I was hurting the one person who only ever wanted to heal me. I didn't understand your pain because I was too consumed by my own. My world revolved around material things, shallow achievements, and temporary satisfaction. I thought strength meant not showing emotions, not being vulnerable, but I was wrong. Strength is in the ability to open up, to be honest, to love deeply without fear. I didn't value your emotional vulnerability. I didn't appreciate how brave it was for you to love me so completely. Instead of reciprocating your tenderness, I pushed you away. I made you feel unimportant, unwanted, and at times, rejected. It wasn't because I didn't love you. In fact, I loved you more deeply than I could admit to myself. but my ego, my stubbornness, my pride stood like an unbreakable wall between us. I was so busy protecting my image, my control, that I forgot what truly mattered, you. My ego made me believe that showing love or asking for forgiveness was a sign of weakness, but now I know it's the greatest act of strength. I realize now that my silence, my coldness, and my distance wounded you in ways I can't fully understand. You didn't deserve any of it. You gave your heart, your patience, your energy, and I, in my confusion and pain, didn't treat it with the care it deserved. There are nights when I lie awake, thinking about everything that went wrong, everything I could have done differently. The memories come rushing in, your smile, your laughter, the warmth of your presence. They remind me of what I lost, but also of what I still hope to rebuild. I want to become a better version of myself, not just for me, but for you, for us. I don't want to keep living under the weight of my past mistakes. I want to let go of my fears, my guilt, my insecurities, and learn how to love you the way you deserve to be loved, with honesty, compassion, and humility. I know forgiveness cannot be demanded, it must be earned. But I am asking from the deepest part of my heart, please, forgive me. Not because I deserve it, but because I want to make things right. I want to learn how to communicate openly, to listen to you without judgment, and to understand you beyond the surface. I want to show you that people can change, that love can heal, that wounds, no matter how deep, can be transformed into strength. You've always been the light in my darkness, and even now, when things feel uncertain, your energy still brings peace to my restless heart. Your love has always felt like medicine to my soul. It soothes my inner wounds in ways words can't describe. Every time I think of you, I feel a gentle pull toward healing, as if the universe is reminding me that love, no matter how damaged, can still find its way home. I don't know what the future holds, but I know that I don't want to carry this pain forever. I want to grow with you, not away from you. I want us to learn, forgive, and rediscover the beauty we once shared. You are not just a chapter in my life, you are the story that changed me. And even if I have to spend the rest of my life becoming worthy of your love again, I will. Because loving you, even with all the pain, has been the most real, transformative experience of my life. I need your forgiveness, your warmth, your presence, because your love is not just something I want, it's something that heals me, revives me, and makes me whole again. Your partner is currently moving through a very sensitive and transformative phase, one that is deeply influenced by the energetic and emotional shifts taking place around them. These changes have not gone unnoticed, in fact, they feel them intensely on every level, mental, emotional, and even spiritual. For a long time, they may have resisted these feelings or tried to rationalize them, but now there is a growing awareness and acceptance of what this journey truly means. They are beginning to see the bigger picture, understanding that everything that has happened, the silence, the distance, the confusion, has been part of a larger process designed to bring both of you into deeper alignment. Your partner has realized that the connection you share is not something ordinary or easily dismissed. It carries a depth and significance that continues to draw them towards you, even when they try to stay away. They find themselves steadily moving in your direction, guided by a sense of purpose and emotional truth that they can no longer deny. This is not just about wanting to talk or reconnect casually, they are seeking something far more profound. They desire a real exchange, a heartfelt connection, and a moment of raw honesty that will allow both of you to be vulnerable and open with one another. Their soul seems to be yearning for that authenticity, a safe space where they can express the emotions they have kept hidden for far too long. Deep down, your partner has always been dedicated to you. Even in moments when they appeared distant or uncertain, that sense of devotion never truly faded. It lingered quietly beneath the surface, growing stronger with each realization and each memory of you that crossed their mind. Now, they are reaching a point where they no longer wish to suppress those emotions. The silence that once served as their shield is becoming unbearable. They want to break it, to step forward, and to finally reveal what has been in their heart all along. This desire to communicate is not born out of impulse but rather from a deep emotional awakening, a recognition that vulnerability is not a weakness, but a bridge to genuine connection. Your partner feels guided to take action, to make an effort in the direction that truly resonates with their heart. For so long, they may have run from their feelings, convincing themselves that it was safer to stay guarded. But that illusion no longer holds power. They now understand that running has only led them in circles, always back to you. This realization is both humbling and liberating. It has shown them that love cannot be escaped when it is real, and that the only way forward is through honesty and emotional courage. They are beginning to see that true peace lies not in avoidance, but in surrendering to what feels right, and that means choosing you, openly and wholeheartedly. When your partner thinks of you or feels your presence, something within them awakens. They describe it as a shift, a change in their energetic field that leaves them feeling more alive, more inspired, and more in tune with themselves. You seem to bring out the light in them, the parts of their spirit that had long been dormant or suppressed. Your energy has a refreshing quality, almost like a breath of new life that stirs their soul. They notice that their thoughts are clearer, their emotions more balanced, and their creativity heightened when you are near or even when they think about you. You act as both a mirror and a catalyst, reflecting their true essence back to them and inspiring them to evolve into the best version of themselves. This connection is not just emotional, it's spiritual and transformative. It challenges both of you to grow, to confront fears, and to release old wounds. Your partner is beginning to recognize that you have played a key role in their healing journey. You didn't just touch their heart, you awakened something sacred within them. And that awakening has changed everything. They can no longer look at relationships, love, or even life the same way they once did. You have expanded their understanding of what love truly means, not control or possession, but deep mutual understanding, respect, and unconditional acceptance. At this stage, your partner knows there is no turning back. The connection between you has reached a point of no return, not because of obligation or pressure, but because their soul has chosen this path. They understand that pretending not to care or trying to connect with someone else would only lead to emptiness. The bond they share with you has created a standard of emotional depth and authenticity that they can't find anywhere else. No matter how hard they might try to distract themselves or move on, nothing compares to what they feel with you. Your partner is now standing at a crossroads. One path leads back to silence and denial, and the other toward openness and emotional truth. They know which one they want to take. They are gathering the courage to express what they feel, to step out of fear, and to embrace the possibility of a new beginning with you. They want to build something that lasts, something grounded in honesty and mutual growth. Every part of them is calling for that connection, heart, mind, and spirit, and they know that the time to act is now. In their heart, your partner holds a quiet certainty: you are the one who makes them feel most alive. You are the calm in their chaos, the spark in their stillness, and the reminder that love is worth taking risks for. They may not have all the answers yet, but they are ready to follow what they know to be true, that their journey, no matter how long or winding, always leads back to you.